Hello my good friends, Buck Weezer, Buck's Small Engine DIY on YouTube. Today's video is about this here Cub Cadet. Very attractive mower, it's the XT1. It's got a nice Kohler 7000 series, 23 horsepower. It starts and runs nice. But today we're doing a transmission swap, and I've already removed it from the tractor. Yeah, so here's the story with this guy. It's only got 35 hours on it. It's about 3 years old. The owner bought it about a year ago, and now it just won't move. And he brought it to me to evaluate, and yeah, it's just kind of a sad, because he got it used for about $1,000 less than buying it new. And now the transmission has failed, so there he says I might as well have just bought a new one, because now he's got to put close to $1,000 into it for a new transmission. Wow. It does stink. I feel his frustration, but I thoroughly went over this. I was on the phone with Tuff Torq. I downloaded from their website this troubleshooting, low power in one of both directions, and I just went through the whole thing. There is nothing wrong with this tractor in terms of the belt, the idler pulleys, the linkages, everything is really checks out good. Transmission cooling fins fine, transmission oil level was fine, brake assembly works fine, transmission drive belt check, axle wheel hubs perfect, engine RPM it runs perfectly, bypass valve. This is where I started to notice problems. It says check linkage. Well, the linkage for the bypass valve is perfect. So the external part of the bypass valve is perfect. Input shaft pulley, again, no problems at all. And all we're left with is coming to the bottom, internal, rotating groups and differential assembly. Something's not working right inside that transaxle. Check for wear or damage. Well, that means opening it up. If found, replace damaged part or complete transmission, and that's where we find ourselves today. So I checked all those other things. The first thing that tipped me off that there was a problem with this transaxle, which is now here on the table, and then the thing would not pull. It would at one point it was working for me, and then it just quit. And I've had to come to the conclusion that this transaxle is bad. At that point you can rebuild it. The rebuild kit's like $400 from Tuff Torq, plus the hours that it takes to rebuild it and reinstall it and all that. Or you can replace it, and that is what the owner has opted to do. So I've already removed it. It's time to get moving and installing the new one. So if you know anything about these Cub Cadet tractors, the transaxle that they put in them is the entry level, the base model. It's the TL-200D. And you can do a little research online and find out that this is Tuff Torq's entry level transmission. It's not designed for big hills, and it's not designed for towing. I was concerned then when I saw that there's a hitch ball on the back of this tractor. I spoke to the owner. He said he just has a small yard cart. But what do I know? I don't know the history of the vehicle. Did we have a cart that's overloaded, too heavy, and trying to pull it uphill? I don't really know. I just know we got to swap it out. And here's the new one. It has arrived. Genuine Tuff Torq, and it's the right part. I opened it up. Let's get it out of the box up on the table, and we'll start making our adjustments to swap it over. Okay, old and new up on the table. We got to switch a few things over from the old to the new, namely this mounting bracket, which was easier for me to take off the tractor at the time. 2 bolts on each side, but I got to undo that and put it on the new one. the bypass lever. That's easy enough. Probably can do that, install that after, since it's got a clip here, I can do that after the transaxle's installed. These spacers right here, and then also this spring for the brake. No big deal really. I want to check and see if they if it's come filled. I think it has, but I'm going to double check that with the, make sure it's got the correct fluid at the correct level. So I'll do all of that. Oh, I'll also have to switch over this bracket for the reverse safety switch. Put that up here. So we'll see about doing all of those pieces, those steps, and I'll show you that when it's done and we'll be ready to install it in the tractor. Alright, swaparoo has been complete on the parts from the old transaxle to the new one. This mounting bracket, this bracket for the reverse safety switch, which also serves as a belt keeper. These little bushings on the axles. Yeah, now we're ready to install it, and I'm not going to show you that whole process. You kind of have to wrestle it into place, but it's going to be mounted on the sides by 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here, 2 here, 2 on this side. Alright, so that'll bolt it on. We'll have to connect the foot control pedals right here, the bypass lever here, and the brake right here, and of course the belt has to go around the pulley right there. So we're going to do that. Everything's coming together beautifully. We'll get this up mounted on the tractor right there. Alright, so we're all installed and everything's hooked up with the exception of the cutting deck. I don't need that on quite yet, but it's time to do the air bleed procedure. I should mention that yes, the new transmission does come filled with the oil, so that's nice. I'm going to start with the lever in the bypass position that's pulled out for freewheeling. The wheels are off the ground and we're up on jack stands, as well as the jack in the back, and I've solicited the help of a friend, a 50-pound bag of chicken feed, to sit on the seat for us. So we're going to start it up, put it at low idle, and then with the bypass valve in the freewheel position that is open, we're going to just gently move the pedal forward, then reverse, forward, then reverse. Following that, doing that a few times, we'll push in the lever for the bypass, do the same thing, gently moving the pedals forward and backwards until such a time as our wheels are spinning and moving as they should. So the idea with the chicken feed is so that you can make it seem that someone is actually sitting in the seat, so I can, you know, walk around from side to side and to the back. It'd be good to have a helper, but my helper is a 50-pound bag of feed. So let's see if we can get this done. take it off the jack stands, get it on the ground, and make it take us around for real. Alright, I want to thank you for watching today's video on the transmission swap on the Cadet. It's really a fairly easy job. I know this was not a how-to step-by-step show you everything video, just an overview, but it's really not a very difficult job. I just feel bad that it had to happen at 35 hours. You know, that's it. This is a beautiful tractor, at least in terms of appearances, but I think Cadet cut some significant corners in terms of quality. A nicer, stronger transmission would have been good, I think. But I'm just a messenger, okay? Just a messenger. I didn't design it. I didn't build it. I didn't break it. I just fix it. Thanks for watching today's video. Remember, your comments and questions are always appreciated in the discussion below. Do like to hear from you if you got any thoughts and about this or anything else that's on your mind. Love to hear from you. Remember, guys, as I always like to say, only you can put the do into do it yourself. And I'll see you next time. Bye.